You have actually lived my fantasy of waking up and having George Clooney be the first person you see. That is my fantasy.
Fantasy and nightmare if you haven't brushed your teeth and put on like under eye concealer.
Explain to the audience.
Okay, so for several years, I was the executive director of Not on Our Watch, which is George, and among other people, George's anti-genocide human rights organization. And we worked on a lot of really important issues, including one of his signature issues, Darfur. And as such, we went to some crazy places in the world, including the Chad-Sudan border, and staying in little tin huts. And the day begins very early when you're out there at like 6 a.m. And the first morning, I'm like carrying my toothbrush around. I open the tin door and I walk out and there's George Clooney in the middle of the desert, which is like a dream and also, again, a nightmare, because I remember thinking, you know, you're not supposed to care about the way you look and all the rest, and I was just like, hi, George, like, where's the coffee?
And did he look like George Clooney?
I mean, I will say that's the thing about people in Hollywood is they are actually really good looking. I mean, he emanates this kind of, I will say, he's an incredibly substantive, wonderful person,
very.
But he's a knockout. I mean, he looks incredible
he does.
all the time. It's true.
That moment when you first interviewed for this job, though, with him, you did not put your best foot forward.
No, I literally did not, Meredith. For this job interview, I decided I would wear high heels, and I only barely made it out here in these heels without tripping. I managed to break my heel on the way to the job interview.
So you
sort of like limped in like, hello, Mr. Clooney, like sweating, so awkward, hoping he wouldn't think I had like club foot because my heel was broken.
But you know what? I bet he found that endearing, because the little bit I know about him, he's just such a nice guy.
Well, he's a humanist, you know, and he really appreciates authenticity, and he's really wonderful in that respect.
He is. I'm still pissed he got married, but other than that, all right.
I'm sorry.